Alright guys, this is Oceans Waves. Welcome back to another video. Now in this video I'm going to be doing something a lot different. I'm going to be talking slower in this video than my other videos so that you can hear me properly. I know people have done a lot of these videos already, but I just wanted to do one as well because I feel it's right. I feel that every Minecraft channel should have one of these videos up on them, because if you're following them you can go straight to their channel and learn all about the 1.9 update. So I know I don't have a lot of fans following me. Actually, I barely have any, but I just feel I have to do this. So let's get straight to it. So first, what they're going to be adding, well, I'll go over the general settings first. They will make better use of code so that the map/mod makers can create better/new mobs. So basically what that means is that the mobs that they create will be more animated and more structural and better looking. Same as the block data changes in 1.8, because they changed the way the blocks work as well, and they made better use of coding the blocks in 1.8 too. Okay, so next, they will be adding subtitles, which will display for each sound for the hard of hearing or the deaf. So that means if a creeper was about to explode, let's say, it would have like a hissing. It would, like, at the bottom of the screen it would say creeper hissing or something like that. So yeah, you generally get the idea. Okay, so the status effects are now displayed on the HUD instead of just in the inventory, similarly to the Pocket Edition. Displayed status effect icons ordered by time left. Positive effects are now on the top row and negative effects on the bottom row. Effects that are about to run out blink faster when they are closer to running out. So what that means, if you have a potion, and if it's a negative potion, let's say potion of poison, it would appear on the bottom of the screen. If it was a positive potion, it would appear on the bottom of the screen. And potions that are closer to running out than the others will appear a bit more to the left side of the screen than the others. Than the other potions, and when they are about to run out, they will blink faster and faster until they, just run out. Okay, I hope that all makes sense. If it doesn't, please rewind the video and look there. Okay, moving on to the gameplay. There is a dominant hand option. Now, I found this really cool because I'm right-handed, but people who are left-handed in Minecraft can now use their left hand as their dominant hand instead of their right hand. So that is pretty cool. So left-hand people, you should be happy about that. Now this is a huge update. There is dual wielding in 1.9. Yes, only the main hand can be used for attacking. So if you choose the dominant hand to be your right hand, that means you can only hit with your sword and that, but if you use your left hand, you can hit with that. Bows can be used even when something is in the other hand. So you can hold, let's say, a gravel block in your other hand, and then you can hold a bow in your hand and you can still use the bow. The other hand is invisible in the first person view when not holding something. So basically, if you're not dual wielding and you're using your dominant hand as your right hand, you won't be able to see your left hand, just like in the normal Minecraft. But if you are dual wielding, then you can see your left hand, of course. Okay, the key to swap items between hands is F. So yeah, you can just swap. Let's say if you're dual wielding a torch and then there's a block of dirt, you can just press F on the block of dirt, and then that and the torch will swap places. If the main item in the hand doesn't have a right click action, the other item will be used workaround for placing blocks while holding tools with right click action. For example, if you have a pickaxe in your main hand and a torch in your other hand, right click places the torch. That's fairly simple. You should be able to understand that. The offhand slot is displayed next to the hotbar off the hand side, left for the right players, and vice versa. So that means if you dual wielding, there's going to be an extra slot on your hotbar beside the normal hotbar that you can use. Okay. Some attributes and enchantments will apply to the offhand item, while others will not. Okay, so that's fairly straightforward. Levitation. Now this is another status effect. This is quite interesting actually. It is received when player is hit by shulker projectiles. They're the new mob. I'll move on to them in a minute. Makes the player involuntarily float high into the air, and it can be used to get to higher places. Listed as a negative effect due to the potential kill from fall damage. So it's kind of good and bad potion effect, but is listed as a negative effect. Okay, so moving on to blocks. The new block is a grass path. One new block is a grass path. It is a 15/16 block tall grass like path. It features a somewhat similar texture to the grass block. Very straightforward. Chorus plants. They're like tree/cactus like arrangements of purple blocks. Drop when supporting block is destroyed, like cacti. So let's say the chorus plants are stacked up really high. You break the bottom block, the whole of the plant falls down, which is very good. Drop edible chorus fruit items. So there's a new fruit, chorus fruit. I don't know how much hunger it fills in your hunger bar, but yeah, you can look that up on Google. It can be farmed by planting the chorus fruit flowers that come from the top of the plants. Fairly straightforward again. Flowers don't drop when the supporting block is destroyed, so you need to handpick them. So you have to pile your way up to the top of the plant and then get the flower before you bring down the actual chorus plant itself. They grow in stages. So that means the chorus plant, if you want to plant a chorus flower, it would grow in stages, just like the normal wheat and pumpkins. It can be planted on end stone in any dimension. So it's from the end, basically. I'll move on to that in a minute. Okay, there's new purple blocks derived from the chorus plant, and there's a brick block with slabs and stairs and a chiseled brick block. So I look forward to that. There's end stone bricks, slabs and stairs. White glowing pole blocks, placeable horizontally and vertically, will produce white particles. I am so excited to figure out what that is. Yeah, sounds like a really good block. Okay, so moving on to the items, we have chorus fruit. I talked about that already, obtained from chorus plants. Arrows. Okay, so there are 4 new types of arrow types. The new spectral arrow, gold colored. It shows mobs and player outlines in their team color when hit, even when invisible. So this is a really handy arrow if you were fighting PvP. You would use this arrow. You would shoot a bow at this arrow, and then it would work like that. So next we have the arrows can be tipped with potions. Now each differently tipped arrow is available in the creative menu, just like enchanted books. So there can be arrows with invisibility potions, regeneration potions, just all of the potions. Effect is applied on hit. Okay, fairly straightforward. Blocking instead of a sword, so you will no longer be able to block with your sword anymore. A shield will cover it for you. Can be used to attack and defend at the same time. So you can attack with the shield, but they're mostly defending tools. Can use 2 shields at the same time, so you can have overprotection. Shields can have customizable patterns like banners. So you can have a creeper face one, a villager face one, any really banner. Okay. Used to block attacks from the side of the shield is held on. Now, let's say if a creeper was blew up on your right side, you wouldn't take as much damage as if it blew up from your left side. So that's fairly straightforward as well. Okay. Now, world generation. Now, this is mostly in the end. I'm just going to explain it to you now. Okay, there's an end city dungeon. It's a dungeon type structure. 3 houses made of end stone and new blocks including stairs. So it's really tall towers, and it's really cool, guys. You have to check it out for yourself. It's really cool. Okay, it contains the shulker mob. I'll get onto that in just a second now. Generates on separate end islands around the main island in a donut fashion. So basically, you've got your main end island, which everyone knows, and then there will be separate islands around the main island. Okay. With the city dungeon on it. Generated structures. Added support to rotate and mirror structures. Fairly straightforward. End gateway portal. Okay. Appears after killing dragon, like in earlier Minecraft. It's a new type of portal due to its size, and it is only accessible using ender pearls. Used to warp to other end islands depending on the direction of the ender pearl throw. Okay, so basically it's much harder. It is kind of harder to get in than the portal to the overworld, but it warps you to other end islands, and depending on the direction of where you throw the ender pearl. Mobs. Shulker, short for shell lurker. This shell looks like a purple block. It can appear on the ground or walls, appears in the end city dungeons. When attacking, opens up and shoots projectiles which move along the X, Y, and Z axis. Using commands, they could be made to be part of a team to attack other teams, and can be used as defense mobs. Launch projectiles which run across the X, Y, or Z axis. They can change axis. Projectiles can be knocked away by hitting them. Getting hit by one causes damage and provides the levitation status effect. So basically, these will spawn in the end. They're inside shells, and they will pop out and attack you. Really cool, guys. Really cool. Okay, so now here we go. The just moving on to the plan changes now. General, the shaders. Switch away from using the functional OpenGL to using shaders. Remove/move the super secret settings and broadcast settings. Okay, that's just listen to this because I don't really know how to explain this. Block models. Models can be put together based on block state attributes. As a result, the vanilla set of block models was reduced by almost 300 models. So, yeah, okay. Gameplay. Bosses. Proper support for multiple bosses' health bars so they show at the same time without obstructing each other. Clouds. There's new cloud rendering system, which is good. Death messages will now be displayed on the player's death screen as well as in the chat. Inventory. Rearrange the survival entry and the new creative survival tab to accommodate the new shield slot. Pretty cool. Okay, so now moving on to the commands. There's only one new command. It's /clone, and it allows for mirroring/rotating structures. Blocks. There's armor stands. Armor stands can now dual wield. Command blocks will have a new UI. Will be contained to the tab complete. Ender crystals. A version of ender crystals can be found crafted, which spawns another ender dragon in place. So you can spawn the ender dragon again, and you can fight it again. Items. Bows. The bow in your hotbar now shows an arrow when it's being drawn. Arrows in the offhand are prioritized over arrows in the rest of the inventory slots. Ender pearls can now be thrown in creative mode. Maps will now display as a mini-map when held in either hand, rather than being a big held with both hands. Swords can no longer be used for blocking. The end isle, a set amount of differently sized pillars are arranged in a circular fashion. The tallest pillars will have iron bars around their ender crystal. This makes it so you have to climb to some of the pillars, making the fight harder. The exit portal is pre-regenerated, but without the dragon egg and portal blocks, the infinite an infinite number of islands in the end. Okay, so now the mobs. This is mob updates. The Ender Dragon revamped boss fight inspired by console edition. Yes, Xbox One, that one. The dragon can now be respawned as often as you want by placing the player-made craftable ender crystals, but subsequent dragons don't drop as much XP, as I said already. The dragon breathes fire / purple particles on players and mobs. Really cool. The dragon will now defend the obsidian pillars more the further the fight progresses. Every dragon drops dragon breath, but only one dragon egg can be obtained. Now hostile mobs will now have animations to show what they are attacking. They can dual wield, but only use their right hand item. Skeletons can now animate their bow, which is really cool. They can pull it out when becoming hostile and draw it back to shoot arrows. Map makers can make skeletons shoot potion tipped bows, and there's more different textures for mobs in this as well. Okay, so that is basically all the features. Now I want to talk to you about story mode. So story mode is it's another mode in Minecraft. It's like a Minecraft campaign, really. I'm really hyped for it. I'm gonna do like videos every second day on it. Yeah, it's just gonna be so good. I can't wait for the Minecraft story mode. Talking about, expect videos on that when the 1.9 update comes out. I'm sure everybody will be making videos on them, so they'll be really cool to watch for all of you guys out there. But yeah, I think that just about sums up this video. Thank you very, very much for watching. As you can see, it's a really big update. I'm really hyped for it though. It's going to be really good. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. And I will see you all in the next one. Also, I will be leaving a link to the story mode trailer in the description. See you later.